Today's episode of the BS Podcast brought to you by SeatGeek, our presenting sponsor and the only fan-friendly app for buying and selling tickets for sports and music and possibly a first-round Dallas Cowboys playoff game if they continue to blow this out. Drop your old ticket app. Use one built for 2017 and beyond. You can do everything on your phone. Download the free SeatGeek app or go to SeatGeek.com. We are also brought to you by Simply Safe. Right now, you can save $200 with their exclusive holiday package. Full-on burglar protection, 17 sensors, wireless connection, 24/7 home security. Keep your home safe. Get the $200 off today. The holiday sale ends soon. Go to simplysafebs.com. Simply Safe with two eyes. We're also brought to you by theringer.com. Go there this week. Find our year in 2016 pieces about best albums, songs, TV episodes, sci-fi movies, you name it. We also have Ringer swag. Still time to get holiday gifts. Ringer swag. And speaking of swag, Sal does not have a lot of swag this week. Let's start, and then we'll get to the cuss. I'm here. It's a Monday morning. Gloomy. Not just outside, but gloomy in the room. The cuz.
I didn't think it was
nervous.
I didn't think it would hurt this much. I went in. I was like, I'm not nervous about this Giant game. I don't care. And then I realized losing to the Giants is like 4 losses. And when it happens on a Sunday night, it's like 6 losses.
And you got swept by them.
Yeah.
They all have their swagger. The Giants fans are all doing the "See you in Houston" texts.
Yeah, right.
They scored 10 points.
Yeah.
And 7 of them came off a 61-yard slant pattern that the guy ran 56 of the 61 yards.
Which is Eli's new crane kick, I think, right? It used to be you just tossed it up to the sidelines and it'll stick to someone's head or something. You underthrow it and get a pass interference. But he's good for that 1 6-yard slant to, Odell Beckham Jr. and then he outruns everyone. And that really should not be enough to win a game, but it was last night.
Eli was terrible yesterday. He was just flat out horrendous and gets the win. It's amazing. Yeah. 3 turnovers, 3 drop picks. And these weren't just like, oh, that would have been an amazing play if he caught that. Like just 3 botched picks. One of them, the guy was out of bounds, had the 2 steps. All he had to do was roll over. Right. He didn't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know how he didn't win that game.
Yeah,
I know. You play that game 10 times. I think you win 9.
That's Eli's luck, though, isn't it? I mean,
I
know great. I sound like a whiny bitch, and I'm coming on to we're 11-2 and everything, but that's his luck. He gets no one else can turn the ball over 4 times and win a game like he does.
It's a Manning family thing.
Yeah, that
really started with Super Bowl 42, and has now, and then it extended through the last few years of Manning's career. Weinberger.
Look, we can't even conduct a podcast. I'm flipping off Weinberger as he walks by.
Weinberger, big Giants fan. I was on an email with him, or text with him and Hershey, my other Giants fan, yesterday. And they the chests are puffed. But yeah, the Mannings. How many of what do you think their win-loss record is in those games where it's like, I'm going to be terrible and we're still going to win the game somehow?
They win all of them. I don't know. I only remember the ones they win.
Well, let's go through a couple of issues. One is that you're 1-24 on third down the past 2 weeks.
Right, I thought 2 for 23, but yeah,
okay.
2,
whatever it is.
Right,
2 for 23. Yeah. That's what it is. I had that wrong.
Yeah,
Dez has been very Dez-ish. It's almost like when you have those fantasy receivers in their early 30s, a year after you should have them, like Reggie Wayne, Roddy White, Andre Johnson, the year after they were good.
Right.
And that's how he feels this year, except he's not in his early 30s. Like he should be in his prime. I don't understand what do you think's wrong with Dez?
A couple big, they won the game, the Minnesota game because of him, but yeah, they should hook up. And then, as always is the case with Dez, his targets are low. There's some jawing going on the sidelines. And, Dak forced it to him the second time, and it was a bad pick. And I blame myself because my son, I said to him, we're up 7-3, we're driving, and I said, wow, the Giants can't win this game. Their defense is playing well, but they have no fire offensively at all. 2 plays later, Dak throws the pick to Dez, and then they score on the Beckham play.
Yeah, you almost would have been better off just 3 downs and punt for the last 3 quarters of the game.
Yeah.
I don't really understand what the third down issues are, because you got Beasley. He's like an Edelman type that can just kind of get open and get the 8 yards. Witten's a Hall of Famer.
Right.
Dez can make plays. One of the things I noticed, it doesn't seem like you really throw downfield to Dez that much. And the one time they did it yesterday was picked.
Doesn't throw downfield much at all. And this is why it gets me crazy that Jason Garrett's in the conversation for Coach of the Year.
Well, he's not anymore.
Not anymore. The Giants scored 10 points. They turned the ball over half a dozen times, and you can't win the game. That's all Jason Garrett. I'm sorry. And why? Speaking of third down, 3rd and 11, you're pitching the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. Like, you have to have confidence in your quarterback if this is who we're going to go to throw the ball downfield.
Oh, you just said it.
I know. Well, I was waiting for you to bring it up. But
I wanted to see if you brought it up. Kevin Clark came over last night. We watched the whole game. And at some point, we were like, would Romo win this game?
Yeah.
And all of us were like, yeah, probably.
Right.
There's a good chance. Oh, my nephew. Is that my nephew?
Your nephew's here?
My nephew Kyle's here. Come on. Have a seat, Kyle.
Come on, we're just about to get serious there. No, let me ask you this. And my friend Brian brought up a good point. He asked a lot of his Giant fan friends, what would you rather have in a playoff game if you're a Giant fan? Would you rather go on the road and face Dak or play a home game and face Romo?
And what they say?
They all said on the road. He managed to find the only honest Giants fans out there.
So I looked this up. Because I had remembered there was a moment during the first Brady season when we all freaked out about Brady.
Mm-hmm.
About, he's too young. He's not ready. The league's figuring him out. He's getting nervous. And I was like, there was some game. I was telling Clark, I was like, there's some game. I can't remember near the end when he looked shaky and all the Brady Bledsoe stuff really started up. And it was in December. It was the weather was miserable. And so we went and looked up the game log, and it was this Browns game that he played, where he threw a pick 6 in the first half. We were down 10-3. It was like all field goals, and like he didn't really do anything. He had 2 picks in that game, and I think the next week we beat somebody like 12-10 who wasn't very good.
He threw a pick 6 against the Browns? He should have never played again.
His last 5 regular season games, he had like 2 touchdowns and 5 picks.
Wow.
Very ordinary things. And the Brady Bledsoe thing really heated up in December. And I do think that's going to happen. I was very surprised that Michaels and Collinsworth, who usually are looking at the big storylines, like it was becoming a storyline in the second half of that game. And I thought for sure they were going to have the conversation. I thought there'd be
3 more cutaways to Romo than there were. I think they only showed 1 on the side.
Well, he definitely had a lot more life in the fourth quarter because first half it was like sad, broken down Tony Romo, just, oh my God, what's happened to my life? And then by the fourth quarter, he's definitely like walking around.
It's going to get interesting. If they lose to Tampa, like they could lose to Tampa and then the Giants beat the Lions, and then it's like, wow, maybe we do put Romo in. But what if they just beat Tampa by 3 and then they don't have a meaningful game for almost a month? That's going to be rough too.
So Tampa, now all logic says Tampa, oh man, this is bad. This is bad for you. Tampa's been beating good teams now for 5-6 weeks. They're coming into their own, the whole thing.
Also not scoring a lot, but winning. Yeah,
not scoring a lot and not good against the run.
Right.
It's actually a pretty good matchup for you.
Yeah.
They're not going to score a ton of points, and you can control the ball on paper. But if Dak's not going to play well, you're not going to beat Tampa.
Right.
And
it's going to be close.
So I wrote down all the possible scenarios, and you're 11-2 right now. You got Tampa and Detroit at home and at Philly. I think you need 2 more wins for the 1 seed.
Really?
Because Seattle is 8-4-1, but they have the Rams on Thursday, who have gotten blown out now 3 straight times. Arizona at home.
And then at San Francisco.
And at San Francisco, I think they sweep, even though they haven't looked good. I'd be shocked if they lost any of those. So they're going to finish 11-4-1.
11-4-1.
So you need to go 12-4, I think, to get the 1 seed.
Right. I think that's
now,
right.
On top of that, you got the Giants 2 games behind you, and they win the tiebreaker because they swept you. And the Giants have home for Detroit, at Philly, at Washington. I think they blow one of those just because, I don't think their offense looks good, but let's just say they run the slate. That puts them at 12-4. You would have to go 13-3 at that point. It's incredible. I thought you were going to wrap everything up.
I did
like
too.
yesterday.
I know. I don't feel great about this. I don't know why.
It's a shit.
I hate it.
Downtrodden because it's out.
I hate it.
So the other stuff going on in the NFC, Detroit is 9-4 at the Giants, at Dallas on a Monday night, home for Green Bay. They might lose all 3 of those. And there's a scenario where they don't make the playoffs, which is incredible, but there is a scenario.
There was a scenario until we went and bet that Detroit wouldn't make the playoffs.
Right. We did swing there.
Now there's no scenario.
Stafford's hurt now.
Stafford's got finger problems, but we have not hedged our bet.
We can hedge it right now.
That's what you want to do? Or
no, I actually don't want to.
Because you know what's going to happen. They're going to end up tied with Green Bay, and then Green Bay is going to blow that game at home, week 17.
So Green Bay is at Chicago, home for Minnesota, at Detroit. And they're 2 back. And there's a scenario. I mean, I think they'll be 1 game back. They might even be tied going into that week 17 game. And that's where we can hedge. Yeah. And Green Bay looks like, I don't know what they figured out, but they figured something out.
Well, they're turning the ball over. Their hands are all over the place on defense and setting up nice field position for
But
they're
Packers. Getting deep passes now.
Yeah,
they weren't getting those before. And that running back, who is the converted wide receiver,
Montgomery,
is actually like weirdly effective now.
Not bad. They somehow top 100 yards a game, and Christian Michael got a little bit of revenge too. He had some biggish runs against his old team yesterday.
So they're going to beat Chicago. That makes them 8-6. I don't think Minnesota's very good. I think they can win that at home. All of a sudden they're 9-6. They're going to be in the hunt and the only thing that screws them is if Detroit.
I'm telling you, that's
Detroit has to win 2 of those. Detroit has to basically beat the Giants at Dallas. They'd have to win both. I don't see it.
Right.
You think of they've had 7 either-or games this year.
Oh yeah,
and I think they've won 6. They're 6-1, which is a weird sign.
Like I ended up having the Lions on a money line parlay or something yesterday, but even I don't feel good about their wins ever. Right? Like Matt Barkley should have beat them yesterday. You just want I understand defense is as big a part of the game as offense, but you want these playoff teams clicking offensively.
Yeah,
Detroit, Dallas. There's some others in the AFC. I don't know. You just want a more balanced team come middle December, and I'm not seeing that a lot.
The reality is Tampa's playing the best in the NFC right now. It doesn't mean that they're the best team, but right now they're playing the best. They're 8-5. Atlanta's 8-5. Atlanta's got home for San Francisco, at Carolina, at New Orleans, which is their best case for winning the division because they should win all 3 of those games. They're going to be favoring all of them. But they lost Trufant. Julio Jones is going to be out at least 1 more week. I don't know.
Tampa, they won't lose to San Francisco. He could sit.
No, they won't lose to that. Tampa's at Dallas, at New Orleans, home for Carolina. I think Tampa is going to finish 10-6.
They have
which
a
will
tougher
put them
stretch.
In the playoffs. Yeah,
they'd have to though. They have to finish 10-6, right?
Yeah, Washington 7-5-1. That's the only other. Well, I guess one of the NFC North teams too, but Washington 7-5-1, home for Carolina, at Chicago, at Giants.
Right.
So
it's either 3 NFC East teams or 2 NFC East teams and 2 NFC South.
Unless the Lions go for 3. I think 10 wins has to get a wild card.
Right.
10 wins gets the 6th seed. So then in the East, I think New England, Kansas City, and Pittsburgh are in. AFC. Pittsburgh's got at Cincy, Baltimore at home, Cleveland at home.
That's the thing. The AFC is, I think they have the 4, now you're scared of every week a new team picks up as the team that you're.
I'm scared of everyone. My defense stinks.
Right? Pittsburgh's insane. Kansas City, terrible matchup for the Patriots. Even the Raiders are still there.
Yeah, the Raiders 10-3. They're either going to be a 5 seed, a 2 seed, or a 1 seed. So the 6th spot is the one that I can't figure out. You got Miami at 8-5. You got Baltimore at 7-5. You got Denver at 8-5. And if Baltimore loses today, which I'm very concerned about the Pats game. I'm definitely not going to say they're going 7-6. But Baltimore's got at the Pats, home for Philly, at Pittsburgh, at Cincy.
That's tough. I think they're 9 wins.
That's 9-7.
Yeah.
But Miami, at the Jets should be a win. Although, how many times has Miami gone in and lost to the Jets?
Well, there's no Tannehill now too, so you can't give them any win.
I was going to ask you about that. Is Tannehill like a C+? He's a C?
Yeah.
Is Matt Moore like a C-, D+?
He's going to win 2 road games and home for New England.
I just don't think it's like losing Matthew Stafford is my point. I think they could.
I think they're stuck at 9 wins too.
Well, they're at Buffalo in week 16 at the best possible time to play Buffalo. And they're not sure if Tyrod Taylor's coming back, the whole thing. And then Miami's got the Pats in week 17. That's one of my questions with this AFC is, will week 17 mean anything to the Pats? Because they're 10-2. Baltimore this week, at Denver next week.
If you split one of the next 2, it's going to mean something.
Right, but I don't mind going into Denver at this point.
Which
I know those words are going to haunt me, but Denver just doesn't look like a playoff team.
If Bill Belichick, if someone came to him and said, you can only win one of these games, which one do you want it to be? Baltimore or Denver? Baltimore, really?
Because you can knock Baltimore, you can really send them reeling.
But you don't want to, I guess you want to say, hey, no one beats us at home. That's how it's going to be. Everyone.
I don't think Denver's, do you think Denver's the same team?
Well, I was saying if you have to win one game, which one does he want? Which
Baltimore.
one does he want more?
You want the one tonight.
You don't want to avenge the at Denver, the loss last year?
He doesn't care about revenge. He's Bill Belichick.
What?
Then they have the.
Can we clip that line right there? He doesn't care about revenge. He's Bill Belichick.
Then they have New York, and they're at Miami week 17.
Yeah.
My goal is for week 17 not to mean anything.
Yeah, right.
But it might, because KC's home for Tennessee, home for Denver, at San Diego. KC might finish 13-3 here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a feeling week 17 will mean something. And we learned last year, Kyle, you remember this. My nephew's a Pats fan. You don't mess around with the 1 seed. You clinch the 1 seed. That's what you do. Kyle's nodding.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So last year we messed around, and all of a sudden we're
what
at
you
Denver in the
Pittsburgh
AFC title game.
There was something with Pittsburgh.
No, we were banged up. We had Miami and the Jets. The whole team was banged up, and we tried to sneak by and just kind of steal one of them, and we should have gone all out and tried to go. So the other one that's up in the air is Houston, Tennessee, both 7-6.
Who cares?
Houston has the AFC South tiebreaker. No, we care because
I know.
I want Brock Osweiler in round 1.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I want. I totally care.
One of my picks was Houston +6, and
I like that one too.
They were leading. Yeah, you did too.
Yeah.
We texted about it, but I did not. I was just please hand it off. Please. Every time he drops back to pass and stares down the same receiver for 8 seconds, it just drives me crazy.
I was mad. House and I did the Callaway Par 3 on Friday, and I took the Cowboys, and I didn't do the math right. I thought the Cowboys game. I thought there was going to be more at stake with the Seattle part of it, and then Seattle lost.
Right.
And I thought that was bad for you that Seattle lost.
Because it wasn't as bad.
No, it's like, we kind of probably have the 1 seed, and then all of a sudden now you look at it and you go, oh, actually but I didn't think he came out with
think Jason Garrett said, you know what, Seattle lost. Dak, don't take off once. Don't shake up this defense even once. No sprint draw for the quarterback. Let's not even call that once. We'll go with that.
Maybe is Dak still is he still the good guy who doesn't go to parties or anything?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, good. I hope success isn't going to Dak's head. I don't know. You're 2-40 on third down the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Maybe keep that guy at home.
I think he's a good enough guy.
Come on, Dak. Listen, all I know is any given Sunday. I know what happened to Willie Beeman.
What happened?
Success went to his head. Is Dak going to have a music video coming out?
He's going to be fine.
You sure?
Just get rid of that coach. Enough already.
So it's so funny how many teams don't feel great about their coach.
No, I know.
The fan bases of those teams.
Yeah, you should consider yourself lucky. Like, you love your coach and he's not going anywhere, and you don't want him to go anywhere.
Chiefs fans, and their team's been great, and they're still their guard is so high up at this point. But I don't know, who'd you bet at gunpoint Super Bowl?
I'm going Chiefs. I said Chiefs before the year, and I think they're the most balanced. They're a good team, and I like them.
All right.
And I think Andy Reid
they're more than welcome to come to Foxborough and try to take the championship off of us. So
who knows? Right. Maybe they have the tiebreaker.
Quick break to talk about Dick's Sporting Goods. In recent years, over $3.5 billion have been cut from school sports budgets. That's happening even though student athletes are 4 times more likely to attend college, and physically active kids have 40% higher test scores. It's estimated that by 2020, 27% of public high schools will no longer offer sports. That is just un-American.
Stupid.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Foundation is trying to reverse this funding crisis. They've already saved hundreds of teams from being eliminated, and they still need your support. This holiday season, we have 2 weeks left in the holiday season?
Yeah.
Do you count after Christmas as holiday season?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. This holiday season, purchase a pair of green shoelaces at Dick's to show your support for youth sports. $2 of each pair sold will go directly to help one of the teams in need. Visit sportsmatter.org to learn more. Sportsmatter.org. Check this out. It's a great cause. All right. We have a Saturday game.
Yeah.
We have a Thursday, a Saturday, and a Sunday. Wait, now we both like the Saturday game.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't like it when it's Miami at the Jets.
It used to be.
But I usually like it. I don't like that Saturday game.
Didn't it used to be a couple Saturday games, or it was definitely an afternoon game? Because I remember having to do Christmas shopping, but it's like,
there used to be 2.
Right. I don't want to miss
Love the 2.
I love the 2 too.
They were great.
Go back to it. I don't know why this has to be one prime time.
I would get rid of the Thursdays and I would have Saturdays starting. You know when we could use Saturday games?
Makes more sense.
This weekend.
Yeah.
What were you watching on Saturday afternoon?
Nothing. No, the
Army-Navy game. Every year they try to talk us to the Army-Navy game. It's fine, but I would rather watch Tampa Bay, somebody.
That is the problem. They have an unwritten or maybe even written agreement with the NCAA. We're not going to take your games. You're not going to take ours. It's kind of why.
Yeah, but it should the last 4 weeks.
No, I know,
we
right
should have
now,
Saturday games.
yeah, load
I
them
would
up.
get rid of the Thursdays.
Yeah, but we both hit our Don Julio shot last week.
Yeah, we did.
You had Indy over the Jets, easy. I had KC over Oakland. So
we're going to hit it again this week. I'm doing it. I'm taking the Ravens plus, what is it, 7?
Yeah. Wait, let me see.
I think it's a 3-point game. If it's under 7, I'm not taking them.
I hate when you
I'll
do
take
this
the
because
Seahawks.
it's such a win-win.
Why is it a win-win?
Because, well, first of all, you could hit a middle where 6.5. You want to take 6.5?
Oh. Yeah.
Why you thought they were going to win by exactly 7?
I still think the line's 3 points off. I think we should be 3.5 point favorites. Yeah.
All right.
I thought the 2 lines that were off this week were this line and Texans Colts.
The Patriots still haven't had a statement game. Still haven't had a right. Yeah. When was the last time they beat a really good team?
All right. So what do you want to do? I'm going to follow you on Don Julio.
Well, why don't we just take Seattle over LA on Thursday?
We could. How many? Well, let's guess the line for that. I guess 13. What'd you have?
I said 14, and it is 14. And this should be 31-6.
So that would be the Rams' 4th straight blowout.
Right.
The Rams do like playing the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think the Rams like playing.
Rams are coming off a win. They beat Seattle. They won 9-3 last time.
But they've quit on everything.
They have.
Yeah. Let's do Don Julio.
Seattle.
Thanks, Don Julio. We want to do right by Don Julio.
There you go.
The 1942, my favorite tequila.
Yeah, you love it. Now let's just talk real quick. Vegas is laughing at us right now. There are 3 teams that are losing against the spread more than consistently. 4 straight that the Rams haven't covered. 49ers haven't covered 7 of the last 9. Browns haven't covered 7 in a row. How is there no article about Floyd Mayweather putting down like $3 million against the Browns every week? Or
the Browns haven't covered 7 in a row? Wow.
Look
That's
back
unheard
at
of.
Yeah.
Because usually the lines adjust in November and early December.
And they didn't adjust this week either. How's like Cincinnati's giving 4 to them? Guess what? No one wants to be the team to lose to the Browns. I know.
I picked the Browns at our pick spoil.
It's like Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackson against his old team. He's had 2 weeks to prepare. Like, yeah, they got killed by Cincinnati earlier in the year. Still was his old team.
Let's do Saturday. Dolphins at Jets.
Yeah.
I guess Dolphins 3.5.
We split this. I said 2.5. It is 3.
I really don't think the Matt Moore is going to be that much of a drop off. I don't. So the Jets.
I thought that was a nice job by Bryce Petty. He threw a pick his first. I think it was the second play of the game.
Yeah,
looked bad. Then they're down 14-0. That's rough. I know it's in San Francisco, but that's tough to come back from 2 touchdowns down on the road.
Chip Kelly, did Oregon hire a coach yet?
No, they said they've spoken to him. He doesn't want to go back.
Just go back.
Yeah, go back.
Just do what you love to do, Chip Kelly.
Right.
Just go 10-1 every year and run crazy offense.
I don't think he's listening to this.
You don't think so?
No.
I actually wouldn't rule it out because I don't think he's spending a lot of time coaching. There's no way Miami. This feels like I wouldn't bet on Miami. I'll put it that way.
No, me neither.
If I call you or text you and want to do it like a 3-team money parlay with the Dolphins in it, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this: Miami won 27-23 the first time they played. But let me say this: we've taken a couple weeks off from teasers. This is the week to get back. You'll see.
I'm mad. I was at a soccer tournament all weekend for my daughter, and I'm mad that we didn't bet on the Bucks. I love the Bucks.
Yeah.
Although maybe they could have. If they won and not covered, that was lingering that whole second half. But
that was my best bet on Cousin Sal. Sure thing, but that was it was scary.
The Bucks couldn't get, especially when they have Aguayo in the rain.
Yeah, right.
Trying to kick the field goal for the cover, basically.
Right. How's this
that guy's
out?
terrifying.
I know.
Oh my God. Oh, and also in the Dolphins Cards game, we had another 2-point reversion.
That's right.
I was so excited.
Yeah,
my favorite. It hasn't caught on yet.
That was like a 5, and he missed a field goal, right? He hit the crossbar or something.
The Cards special teams and turnovers
awful this
have
year.
Just murdered them. Yeah. They might be like a 9-7, 10-16 that just shoots.
Yeah, get rid of that tie at least.
The other one who's been a murderer quietly has been Phil Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
He's been terrible for a month now.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to come out after the season that he has like a broken right elbow or something.
Multiple 3-interception games, right? Like
really bad.
It's not good. All right, here's our first teaser game. Green Bay at Chicago.
I had the Packers by 7.5. Matt Barkley continues to be half decent.
Yep. I hit it exactly. It's 6.5. Probably should be higher. You're right.
Hey, can we do something unorthodox?
What is it?
What games are just completely irrelevant? Let's just zip through those. Bills, Browns?
Bills, Browns.
I had Bills by 8.
I had, you went way low. I said 13. It's 10. So I won. You're closer.
I couldn't go double figures for a team that might fire its coach and bench its starting quarterback.
It's the Browns. I don't know just how many times Vegas is laughing at us. All right, what's the other? Jacksonville, Houston.
Other. No, I guess that matters. All right, that's the only one that doesn't matter. All right, we got rid of it.
All right, Tennessee at Kansas City.
So this one strangely matters.
Mm-hmm.
This is another teaser game. KC by 7. I
said 6. You're going to get it. It's 5.5. It started at 6 and went to 5.5.
Well, I said 7.
I get
you
it.
get
I'm
it.
sorry. I'll take that one. Yeah.
I think we've learned that when the AFC South teams play each other versus when the AFC South teams play other teams.
Yeah. Well, they did.
You have to treat the line differently. Who did?
Titans beat Denver yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so what are you saying?
I don't think Denver's very good.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think there's a big difference between going against Denver and going against the Chiefs.
And Andy Reid has an exceptional record after buys, right? I wonder how it is after like 10 days rest, because they did play Thursday.
It's like half as exceptional.
Probably half exceptional. Okay.
That's a tough spot for a team that's not putting up a lot of points.
Tennessee?
Lately. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To go to KC. How many points do they have to score? 20.
That is
They basically have to do what Tampa Bay did in the game in KC like 3-4 weeks ago.
Right. I don't think the Chiefs let down. I know you don't like him as a person, but that Tyreek Hill was really exciting. Was it Dante Hall? Who was the?
Why is that my controversial opinion to not like Tyreek Hill?
No,
so
I know.
You like him?
I'm very fond of him.
All I could say is if the Pats play them in the playoffs and they punt to Tyreek Hill, I'm going to flip out.
You gonna be mad?
Yeah, just punt it out of bounds.
Yeah,
I don't even want to deal with him. Don't go anywhere near him. Did you see the
Arrowhead
hit?
Crowd? It's terrible. He's obviously in concussion protocol right now. But
so we need to revise the penalties. I've been pushing this.
There was
for
no
15
penalty
years.
There, right? They didn't call it?
No, there was a penalty,
there was.
So pass interference. If it's 50 yards downfield and I push Odell, they just spotted at the ball. That should have been like a 50-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know why we're stuck with 5, 10, 15. I think we should have like just a completely reprehensible play should be 50 yards.
I think
or 35 yards or 40 or whatever.
Yeah.
That was one where they should have just gotten the ball on the 1-yard line.
Mm-hmm. I never thought of that. That was
so bad. That was one of the worst hits. The other bad one
but
was.
Then do we see more flopping like we do in soccer? Like if you could draw a red card.
How do you flop on that?
No, I know. But
the other bad one was the Seattle guy on the Green Bay tight end, Wagner and Rodgers.
I didn't see
this. Came flying in, did like the.
I did see it. Right,
he did the flying forearm basically and almost decapitated the guy. Yeah. That should have been like a 30-yarder, even though they were inside the 10.
Yeah. Detroit at the Giants.
I have the Giants by 3.5. Might be low.
No, well, it is a little bit low. You're going to get this. Started at 4.5, down to 4 after that game. The spread moved down after a win. I said 3. It is 4. So you get that one.
Odell. I think there's 2 people in my life that I've ever seen be able to take that slant and just go the whole way like that.
Jerry Rice.
That's it.
But
that was Rice was even better. Like for the under 30s out there, who are like, oh, Jerry Rice was the best receiver I'm ever going to see in my life, and he did what Odell did all the time.
It seems to me like on grass too. I don't know. I just see he just like would.
And he was doing it in an era when he was going to get decapitated if he went over the middle,
right?
Which you have to factor in too. But
but
Odell, it's just it's just unbelievable. And he didn't even have a very good game, but he makes that one play. He is like Peter King compared him to David Ortiz and Steph Curry.
I knew you were gonna love that.
No, I didn't love it that much.
No.
To me, he's more like Klay Thompson.
Right.
It's you just never know when he's gonna hit 4 threes in a row and be like he's quiet, right. And then all of a sudden boom, 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 and he's just pummeling.
Actually, drop passes leading up to that. It's like what's he doing?
Big drops.
Is he throwing this? Real quick on Detroit. Last 6 quarterbacks they've faced. Matt Barkley, Drew Brees, fine. He's a legend. Bradford, Bortles, Osweiler.
They've lucked out the whole year.
Yeah.
Who have they played any other good QBs? Just Rodgers?
Maybe that's it, right?
They played Matt Ryan, didn't they?
They play?
They played Cousins.
Yeah, they played Cousins.
It's sad that Cousins is like a top 8 QB,
right.
But I actually think he might be.
We did Cleveland at Buffalo, Indianapolis at Minnesota.
Yeah, I really think there's a chance the Lions could blow these last 3. It would be so Lionsy too, wouldn't it?
You just don't want to take points again. You know, like for some reason they're always in every game in the fourth quarter. So if you're going to give 4 or 3.5 with the Giants,
well, you know my theory: never trust Eli ever,
right?
Ever, ever, under any circumstances, ever. I would never lay the 3.5 points with him.
Might be
at
a cross
home
off
in my life.
Yeah, I think it's a cross off.
I wouldn't bet him. What do you got?
Indianapolis at Minnesota. You need your head examined if you bet this one too.
I have Minnesota crossed off.
You do?
I think I just have them out. I know there's scenarios where they make it, but I had 13. The 2 teams I added to our cross off list yesterday were Indy and Minnesota.
They're 7-6 and going to be favored in 2 of the last 3.
I know. I just don't. I'm just mentally crossing them off.
I know.
I'm not saying it's a bet your life cross them off, but
I
I'm
hope
just
you're right.
I can't. So Minnesota and Indy, which is nice because that's the other team that I kind of crossed off. Now one of them we definitely get to unequivocally cross off. Right. I had the Vikings by 4.
All right, I hit this exactly. I said 3.5.
Can we talk about how bad that 4th and 1 screen pass was
for
Indy?
Indy. Oh yeah.
First of all, I've been watching football for 40 years. I've never seen anyone do that in my life.
Right.
And there's a reason I've never seen anyone do that because it was atrocious. It was terrible.
It didn't work.
Why are you trying to catch people by surprise on 4th and 1 with your season on the line?
No, I know.
Just get 2 yards.
That was a weird game. That was a weird game. They couldn't move the ball at all. They got lucky.
I didn't see that much of it.
50-yard pass interference calls. They're like 2, one on TY, and then there's another one. They really didn't move the ball at all besides that.
Could Houston be the first team that makes the playoffs and benches their quarterback for the wild card game? Has that ever happened? Controversial, healthy scratch. Yeah. Brock Osweiler.
Who is it? Savage? I don't even know who the backup is.
I'm just so focused on being able to wager against him.
Is
in the
Oakland
playoffs.
a 7-point favorite at Houston?
Oh, I hate when we do this because it steps on our round one podcast.
I know. All right, we don't have to do that. I wonder if it's at a touchdown yet.
No.
Okay.
Because there's some statistical arguments against Oakland.
I know, but who the hell is going to bet?
The advanced metrics community does not like Derek Carr very much.
Who's going to bet Houston to drive that line low? I don't know.
It's a conversation. Is JJ Watt? There's no way he comes back for that?
Oh.
Can't they just pump him with whatever it takes? Plasma treatments?
Yeah. Can he take snaps? He should be the quarterback.
What'd you think of Deflategate 2, by the way?
Well, what was the point of it? I don't understand. Like
Glazer's report was just that the Giants complained about the balls.
But the complaint was not to get Pittsburgh in trouble. It was just to say, hey,
these balls were low.
Your thing is stupid.
Right.
There's no way to really measure it.
I texted with Glazer last night because that's my dude.
Right.
Jay Glazer's never wrong. Just for the record, like when he has reports, it's always right.
Right.
And he stands by it. Who do you believe, Jay Glazer or the NFL? The NFL's lied about stuff for years and years and years. They lie all the time.
I just don't know what we're saying here. So what's he stands by what? Oh, the reports are rigged.
No, I just think he's stupid. Like, hey, this is what happened. That's the report. He stands by it. The NFL's like, no, that's not what happened. It's like, no, that's what happened.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
They complained about 2 of the balls and they were low.
Yeah.
I think it's more a case of like, what is this protocol and why do we even have it and who cares?
Would you like to see the Steelers get in trouble, or are you more like, hey, screw you, Goodell?
No, I was surprised by how little I care.
These numbers are dumb.
Yeah, whatever. We went 3-1 during Deflategate. It's fine.
There you go. All right, Philadelphia at Baltimore.
Ooh. Philly has quietly stunk for a while, except for that one game where they beat Atlanta. They, I don't know. I've been picking against them and enjoying it.
An exciting one yesterday. It was actually exciting bad game. Oh, by the way, I have a lot of names. Remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about exciting bad games, what to call them?
Yeah. Okay. You want to do that?
Craptastic, appalling and compelling, shitastic, bad pizza game. I think the idea there is there's no such thing as bad pizza, but you're going to eat it anyway, but it's not that good.
I like that.
Blunderful, class suck, SUCK, car crash game. I think we mentioned Drathetic and Sharknado game.
Sharknado?
Yeah. It's like everyone agrees it's awful, but you have to watch.
I like bad pizza.
All right, let's go bad pizza game.
It's a bad pizza game, unless somebody can top that. I have where am I looking here?
Baltimore, Philly.
Oh yeah. I have the Ravens by 6.5. That might drop 3 points if they suck tonight.
You got that exactly. I said 6.5.
All right.
You would take Baltimore. You like Baltimore, Green Bay right now on the teaser, or Kansas City?
I think Baltimore's D is good.
Yeah.
We forget this every year, and then we remember it around week 16. This is when defenses start to matter, and you start winning ugly games. It's 16-11, 2017, 17-10.
Yeah.
The Ravens are kind of built for those games.
I'm with you.
Definitely afraid of them. Good special teams, great kicker. Hey, let's talk about Sonos, the smart speaker system that streams all your favorite music to any room or every room. Control your music with one simple app on your phone or iPad or any other device. Fill your home with pure immersive sound. Use any and all of your favorite music devices, services, whatever you have. Use Sonos. What a great idea for a holiday party. And you control everything from the choice of songs to the volume to the rooms. Play your music in any room or every room at once. Play a different song in the living room, bedroom, bathroom. Play the same track in every room. Do whatever you want. How can you have a party without Sonos? Seriously, how? Add your existing music services or discover something new. Go to Sonos.com right now. Could be a good gift for our agent, James Baby Doll Dixon.
Yeah. I had him on my live check-in, my Facebook live check-in.
On Sunday?
Sunday. And I had him and I sit him down. And obviously, he made the deal for my cousin Jimmy. He's been bragging about it all week.
The Oscars.
To host the Oscars.
I didn't realize he single-handedly got Jimmy the Oscars. Jimmy had nothing to do with it. Ben Sherwood had nothing.
Yeah. Could have been Ralph Macchio.
All James Dixon.
Yeah, he did it. So I sit him down. I'm like, baby doll, congratulations. I build him up. You did it. You made the deal of the century, blah, blah, blah. And candidly, baby told me before the show that he already thinks there's no way Jimmy doesn't do a better job than Jon Stewart. And he's like, I did not say that. Don't say stuff like that. And we're live. There's nothing you can do.
That's great. He immediately disagreed with it, or he laughed first?
No, he didn't laugh. He thought he had to be defensive.
You don't mess
first.
with Jon Stewart.
No, right. That's very sacred.
He's quoted extensively in the Daily Show oral history.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad he has time for all this media.
Sorry, he's misquoted extensively.
He's misquoted extensively.
You know that.
Oh, man.
It's the best.
What a soap opera. When the Russians hack our emails, that'll be one of the most fun email chains that
then
they
we
get.
leave the country.
Yeah.
Jacksonville at Houston.
We should have thrown this in the terrible game section. I had the Texans by 7. I hate this game.
You're going to get this.
I don't want to watch this game.
I said 8.5. I thought it'd be higher. It's 6.
This is a good game for my theory when the last 3 weeks of the season, how they should get wonky with the announcers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is like a good game for a stand-up comedian.
Right.
Or like Jeff Ross as the third man in the booth, or whatever you want to do, or use any, like, just do something to spruce this up. It's Texans Jaguars.
Kathy Griffin and Anderson Cooper.
Neither fan base is going to be upset that you used an announcer gimmick for this. The Jaguars are going to be like, hey, man, I'm trying to watch the Jaguars. I don't know why Chris Rock is in the booth.
Right.
Like, do something, experiment.
It's a good idea.
Or CBS, they have all those white actor stars in their 40s and 50s. It would be a Kevin James game.
All the CSI.
Get Kevin James.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, the CSI. A couple of the CSI cast members. Yeah.
How about Bob Barker? Bring him back.
Is he still alive?
He's 93, I think, today.
Still probably gets raging erections every once in a while. That was one horny dude, man.
No, I think he was neutered years ago. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Last early game.
Boy, these early games don't really light my
There are a couple.
my eyeballs on fire. Steelers by 2.5. I battled on this. It's either 3 or 2.5.
It's 3.5. I said 3, so I'm going to get that.
Okay.
One. Good game. Solid.
I thought this was one of those Cincy, our season sucked, but let's win this one.
For this one?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh beat them early in the year, 24-16.
This could be the next sequel, the sequel to Perfect Strangers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot
He'll try to take somebody out, right?
Yeah, because we're not going to see
He
it in
didn't play
playoffs.
the first Steelers game.
Right. But you know who else didn't play? Le'Veon Bell, right? He was out. And that guy, I'm not just saying this because I had him on 2 fantasy teams that advanced in the playoffs.
He had like way more points than anyone else.
47 fantasy points in a non-PPR. He's just amazing. He just... The way he gets his giddy up going, like he runs in place and then like lowers his shoulder. I
really think he's a stealth MVP candidate.
You think so?
Yeah, the MVP candidates. I'm lukewarm on all of them. Stafford, Matt Ryan, Derek Carr,
right?
Mark Mosley. I don't like any of them.
Mark Mosley, who?
Well, he won in 1982. The last time we didn't have an MVP, Mark Mosley.
Oh, right. That's right.
Mark Mosley won in 1982 as a field goal kicker who kicked it straight ahead, not even soccer style.
Wow. So these odds have shifted a lot.
Oh, I looked for odds today. I couldn't find them. Who are the favorites?
Matt Ryan, plus 350.
I don't agree with that.
Matt Stafford, 4-1.
No.
Tom Brady, 4-1.
No.
Zeke 5-1.
Nope.
Derek Carr 8.
Nope.
Aaron Rodgers 10. Dak Prescott 15.
Aaron Rodgers 10 is you could make a case like instead of betting on the Packers to win the NFC North, you bet the Aaron Rodgers MVP odds at 10-1.
None of these guys have had 3 bad games. Though.
What were the odds for Le'Veon Bell?
So Dak Prescott 15-1 and Le'Veon Bell 20-1.
If they run the slate and they get a 3 seed, and they did that without Roethlisberger for a couple games, I think he's been the best 4 months player.
He is phenomenal. I mean, I've never seen a running back like that. Honestly, just that style.
Fantasy playoffs. I looked at the stats were low yesterday on fantasy.
The stats were low?
Well, just like the numbers. Like there wasn't like a lot of guys over 20 points.
Not on Team Salivation they weren't.
On your team there was.
Yeah.
The number 2 and number 3 guys in fantasy yesterday for points in our league, care to guess? Bell was first. This is just all my never-ending quest to prove fantasy football is the dumbest activity that all of us do, and we should all stop.
Who's second? I don't know. Who is
I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
They played against each other in the same game, and they're both running backs.
Oh, McCoy?
I'm talking about Bilal Powell and Carlos Hyde.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
those were our 2 and 3 point getters.
Yeah.
Powell went for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Was he a waiver pickup?
Maybe $1. Yeah.
Carlos Hyde, $15.
He got drafted at it. Yeah, right.
Ridiculous.
Real quick, week 12, the leading receivers.
Yeah.
As far as receptions go, Michael Thomas, Tyreek Hill, Marquez Wilson, Mohamed Sanu, Jamison Crowder, Terrell Williams, Adam Thielen, and then Evans and Nelson were good.
So if you had fantasy playoffs yesterday, and you had Russell Wilson, which I did on my team that didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's a serial killer murder where he's just there's strings of Russell Wilson murders across the country, millions and millions and millions. Dez, same thing. Julio Jones not playing.
Gordon was
Gronk out. Gordon, his leg got bent backwards. Drew Brees was awful.
Yeah. But what do you think? I'm against our friends Powell and Barton. I have he has Brady and Steve Smith. What's a good lead for me?
Brady and Steve Smith?
Is 103 points a comfortable lead?
Steve Smith will do something today.
All right. But I'm winning 167-64. You think I'm okay?
Oh, I saw what you did there.
Look at that.
Oh, my God. 167 points.
It's ridiculous.
Who was he? Oh, Jeremy Hill.
3 weeks for me.
Oh, wow.
Jeremy Hill.
You came up big.
Matt Ryan.
I hope Craig
Nelson.
Powell's listening because he just got served.
Eifert. Sorry, Craig Powell. That's the way to.
No, you're not sorry at all.
That's the way to beat
you had your
someone
tongue
down.
in your cheek. You totally were excited
and now I have
to do that.
Damashek.
You have Damashek.
What's
that? What?
And I kicked him out, so it's going to be bad.
You kicked him out?
Well, I kicked him out 2 years. Remember? So now,
my God, who does Damashek have?
What players?
I think actually people care about this.
Really?
Yeah. This is 5. Kyle, you care about this? Yeah, Kyle cares.
Kyle, don't lie. You don't have to lie. Let me see. Damashek has.
So you have your best guys are Le'Veon Bell.
I just need Le'Veon Bell, and that'll be great because he's a big Steeler fan. He has Breeze. He has the aforementioned Carlos Hyde. He has Beckham and Antonio Brown.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's rough.
That's pretty good.
He has trouble with the second running back position, but
okay.
Yeah, that's
so
it. And your favorite, Tyreek
that's a good
Hill.
battle.
I'm excited.
So whoever wins that gets the opportunity to vote somebody out of our league.
Well, this is the semifinal. So Hench is in the other side with Jamie and Tall John.
This is great.
You love it.
This is great.
All right.
I might vote myself out. I think I'm done with fantasy.
Late afternoon
I really
game.
hate it. I hate it more than I've ever hated it.
Just take Le'Veon Bell. That's all you ever need to do. New Orleans at Arizona.
What was the best early game?
I don't know. Detroit, New York is
Giants, Lions. It'll be an awful, non-entertaining game, but it'll be at least compelling.
It'll be the bad pizza game. New Orleans at Arizona.
Cards by 3.
You get this. I said 4. It was 3. It went to 2.5.
We could have thrown this in a who cares game.
Yeah, right.
Who cares game.
I'm just trying to see if there's any way Arizona makes it. New Orleans at Seattle and at the Rams.
No, stop it.
They would have to upset Seattle.
Stop it.
San Francisco at Atlanta.
Oh, another terrible one. I have Atlanta by 9.
No, I hit this exactly. I said 13.
Really?
Yeah, San Francisco. They can't go on the road and get less. I'm telling you, Vegas is getting slaughtered by the same teams.
Week 15 always get. Have we had the wonky late November, early December weekend yet? We haven't.
Maybe not. So you think like
Herm? One thing about the NFL, you never know.
That's true. That's true. That's true, Chris. Let's go to commercial.
Who did Andrew Ballpark Franks last night?
Who is that even?
Andrew Ballpark Franks.
What was the other one you sent me?
Clam Crowder.
Oh, yeah. James.
Yeah, they had a little bit of Clam Crowder.
Oh, I get so excited.
Great. I love it. I'm going to miss him so much. I really enjoy it.
But Atlanta beats San Francisco. Seattle beats the Rams. Those are the two big ones so far. But let's keep going.
All right. What's the last really stupid upset loss we've had? Like the one that killed teases and parlays all across America.
All right. Let me see.
It's been a couple weeks. Was it Tampa beating KC?
It has been a long time.
Tampa beating KC, I think, was the last super wonky one.
Yeah, but even that was like 5 or 6, right?
Yeah, I think it was higher than that, but
really,
that knocked some people out.
Jets almost beat the Patriots. That would have been the one.
Yeah, we're due. I'm just saying we're due.
Seattle, Tampa Bay. A lot of people had Seattle.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, we're due. We're due for something stupid.
Yeah. All right, New England at Denver. This could be something stupid.
Man, I don't feel good about this. I already dismissed the Broncos earlier. I know I'm gonna regret it. I had the Pats by 3.5. I think that's what we should be favored by.
I said 4.5. It's 3.
They should have given us a half point.
Another half?
Yeah.
Maybe after tonight.
Yeah. Broncos can't score and cannot run the ball anymore for whatever reason.
I'd be surprised if they had more than 9 wins, Denver. I really would. New England at KC in Oakland. I think that's 1 and 2. I really do.
Yeah.
They don't.
I liked how Talib defended his teammate.
Yeah, that was nice.
If I'm Harry Douglas and Talib's like, I'll see you in Atlanta, like I actually don't want to see Aqib Talib.
Right, yeah.
Like he shot himself in the anyone who shoots themselves, I don't want mad at me. That's one of my rules. Yeah.
Oakland at San Diego. This could be weird.
Raiders by 3. Rivers is, unless he's got something really wrong with him, he's gonna have one more moment during these last 3 weeks.
You nailed it. It is 3. I said 4.5. I thought it'd be higher. I didn't think people
Chargers had the year from hell, huh? Now Gordon's out. Bosa might be out.
Yeah. Oakland won 34-31 October 9th. Oakland at San Diego, Indy, and at Denver.
I think it's going to come out that Rivers has like a torn tendon in his elbow or something. Yeah, there's something wrong with him. He's been playing terrible for a month.
Mentioned that 15 interceptions ago.
Yeah.
Week 12.
It's terrible interceptions.
Tampa Bay at Dallas. Here we go. You're up 1.
Oh, is this Sunday night?
This is Sunday night.
Before we do the night games.
This was flexed.
Got to talk about 5-4 Club. Where else are you getting your wardrobe covered for $60 a month? 5-4 Club gives you styling advice and recommendations, makes you a styling profile, and delivers clothes to your door every month or so. When was the last time you went shopping, Sal?
It's been
I'm going to go get some shirts.
Oh, shirts like that? No. It's been forever.
You know. Once you have like more than 2 kids, you know, shop. 5-4 Club gives you styling advice, recommendations, makes you a styling profile, delivers close to your door every month or so. I think I already said that. You get 4 style profiles, classic, casual, forward, mix, free shipping, direct delivery to your doorstep. Where else can you get hooked up? For just $60 a month, go to 54club.com, use promo code BS at sign up. You get 40% off your first month worth of 5-4 package stuff, plus Mark McNary sunglasses valued at $75. Again, promo code BS for 40% off the first month, plus a pair of sunglasses. Offer expires December 31st. 54club.com. You spell it out, FIVEFOUR club.com. All right. Night games.
All right. Love it when the boys play Sunday night.
I have my dumbest theory that I've had in a couple weeks.
Go ahead.
Do you think it's bad that the Cowboys are playing so many like signature games?
Always.
Night games, Thanksgiving. It's like these other teams, they get up on it. They're on TV 2-3 times a year.
Yeah, this is not a new thing.
And the Cowboys, it's like old hat now.
Right. Oh, you think it's bad?
I think it's bad for you.
I think as a Patriots fan, all teams get up for the Patriots and the Cowboys and then put it under the lights, and it makes it that much worse.
I had the Cowboys by 4.5 over Tampa.
All right, you're going to lose this one.
Okay.
I might lose it too, but I said 7.5. It's 7.
That's too high.
You think it's too high?
Yeah, that's not enough respect. We were in the hotel room yesterday getting ready for my daughter's game, and ESPN was on, and they had this Jameis profile about what a great leader he was.
Right.
And we watched the whole thing, and my daughter got really into it.
She did?
Jameis is like a preacher. Like gives these speeches in the locker rooms, and they had all these interviews with these guys. Like, man, that guy, I just believe in that guy. When was like 5 minutes of it. And by the end of it, both of us were like, man, this guy, his teammates love him.
Right.
I don't know.
All right.
I'd be careful. He's big on the whole, we got a family. This is about family right here. Let's all stick together. Like he has the same beats, but he's really good at it.
No,
He'll have
this
them
is gonna
fired
be a
up
tough
for this one.
This will be a tough game. Jameis beat us on a goal line play last year against one of our terrible backups. I can't even remember which one it was at the time. But yeah, step it up, Cowboys. Win this game.
Trent Dilfer believes in Jameis's intangibles. He loves it, man. He loves when you make eye contact.
Yeah.
When you're genuine, your firm handshake.
He didn't make eye contact with the clerk when he was stealing those crab legs.
No,
he just went right out.
He was looking away.
That was it. What's our teaser?
Hey, he was hungry. Well, let's do the Monday night disaster.
All right. Well, this is it. We're tied going into this, so I think you're going to get
hit this exact. I had the Skins by 3 at home over the Panthers.
No, you didn't. In fact, we tie now. It remains tied. This is Carolina at Washington. I said 6. You said 3. It's 4.5.
4.5.
4.5. So we tie again. And now after
Vegas doesn't know what to do with the Panthers.
It's 6-6-3. This is the Josh Norman Bowl.
Yeah.
This is it. And if Josh Norman covers Deshaun Jackson, there's going to be an explosion of
that'll be good.
Oh, it's going to be nuts.
He had another long one.
Yeah, Deshaun.
He's had more long touchdowns than like anyone in the history of the league.
He backed into the end zone
except
for that one too.
2 guys.
Is there anyone who was named more poorly than Josh Norman? Does he not look like a Josh?
No, he doesn't look like a Josh.
Josh is Jimmy's butler. Like there's no,
he's not a Josh. We forgot to mention Jeff Fisher. The fact that
no, we didn't.
Well, we forgot to mention that he's 31-45-1, and that they haven't won more than 7 games with him yet. And this was not the way to get football going in LA. We also forgot to mention.
What's the point of signing an extension if every article you see afterwards it says, don't get us wrong. This doesn't in any way mean that he's going to make it after this year. It's like,
well, you know what the extension was.
Yeah. I mean,
they obviously told him 3-4 years ago what the plan was with moving to LA. Yeah. And I'm sure there's some sort of legal, this is like to me, this is a payoff.
Yeah. But so what? Was part of the plan losing as much as he does?
No. But I'm saying, I think.
This is relocation fee?
It's his relocation fee. It says, hey, Jeff, remember that time when one of our owners got a little tipsy and he told you the whole plan for how we were going to screw up St. Louis? And you're like, I'm in. I'll just whatever I can do. Here's your 2-year payoff for helping us out.
And then they get rid of him.
Last thing, power poll. New England, Dallas, KC, top 3. Did you put anyone else in there?
No, I'm really not happy with the Cowboys right now. But those I put KC at number 1.
Divisions: Lions minus 320, Pack plus 260.
Ooh. So all right, well, wow, that's kind of what it was last week too.
Falcons minus 320, Bucks plus 240, Pitt minus 250, Balt plus 200, Texans minus 225, Tennessee plus 180. I think Tennessee's my favorite one. KC minus 250, Oakland plus 210.
The Texans are like 4-0 in the division, though, right? Or something stupid.
They are. But they do play Tennessee in the last week.
But don't you think they're going to gain a game on Tennessee this week?
If Houston blows one of the next 2,
right,
and KC goes 1-1 as well, then that last week's for all the marbles.
Well, that'll be fun.
So it just seems like those odds are a little.
Let's play for marbles.
A little off. All the marbles.
That's it.
You don't like the Pack plus 260?
Oh, well, we can't bet any more on that. Are you kidding me?
Nah,
we're going to get crushed.
We're just talking about value.
We have the Lions. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that Lions-Giants game.
You were rattled today.
I know.
This is a rattled
I don't like it. I'm sorry.
You were very confident.
I didn't plan on this at all.
This is the Giants for you and for me are our worst nightmare. When the Giants fans are happy, we're sad.
It's
we're
not
unhappy.
Good. I know. I'm a whiny little 11-2 bitch.
We just do not like the Giants fans. How many movie screeners have you watched?
I haven't watched any, but we got there was an influx last week. Which one did you see?
I saw Jackie. The Natalie Portman is Jackie.
Oh, I thought she was Jackie Robinson. I
thought
this was
Jackie
this isn't the sequel. Oh, okay.
Natalie Portman as Jackie Robinson would be amazing.
She could do it all.
That should be her next one. Just another Jackie.
Yeah.
I can't imagine singing in the theater.
Right.
It's so easy to watch these at home. Like I just think I don't know why the pay-per-view hasn't taken off yet. Like there was news last week about iTunes.
Yeah, right.
might have this deal where they just new releases are on iTunes right away, and it's like, I don't know if it, like for us, we have kids. Like, do you really that you're gonna waste the night out, the date night with babysitter and the whole thing to go see Jackie in the theater? I don't see it.
Wasn't this done a bunch too? Didn't Cruz's ex-wife do this?
Yeah, she's
was that the TV movie? I don't know. I feel like we've seen this enough.
She's very good. She definitely hammers it down. But
listen, we need some good movies, so the ratings are somewhat respectable
for the Oscars.
For my cousin's hosting gig.
Well, he's in trouble in that respect.
Really, that one isn't good.
Well, there's no
the Denzel one, maybe.
There's no Leo story,
right?
Unless the Denzel one gets momentum, which I haven't watched that one yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we watched Manchester by the Sea last night.
You cried?
Didn't cry.
No,
didn't cry. Not a comedy.
Oh, it's not.
Not a comedy.
Oh,
not a lot of laughs. It's a rough one. It's tough. It definitely sends you to dark places. I thought it was really good, though. I still think Moonlight's the best movie I've seen.
Who's in Moonlight?
Nobody you've heard of.
I have to look it up.
Moonlight's my number one, but I still have a lot to go.
Real quick, I know that.
So what's your best Oscar scenario then for Jimmy?
What do you mean?
Well, just like what subplot? Every year to get the ratings going, it's got to be something. Like last year was Can Leo do it?
Mm-hmm.
Or you have like big controversy. This year, I don't know if there's going to be the controversy.
Well, right. I mean, for the Emmys, you saw his mother made peanut butter and jelly. We're thinking of switching to ham and cheese.
Nice. Did you pitch that?
Shouldn't that be enough?
You pitch that yet?
I don't know. It's going to be good.
How many tickets is Baby going to ask for?
He's like, Baby's already like, baby, this is not the Emmys. You guys think, these actors, they're scared. And everyone's not celebrating the show they're with. The first 3 rows, you're not going to get laughs from the people in the first 3 rows. They're really uptight, and this means something if they get an Oscar. They get $20 million picture next year. So they will not be laughing. But good luck, baby.
He said that?
Basically. Yeah.
It's a tough room.
Thanks for the wisdom.
I think it's the toughest room.
Have you been? I've never been.
It just seems like a tough room.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you have a huge percentage of non-Americans in there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So like pop culture jokes, stuff like that might not fly. You have a bunch of uptight actors and directors and I don't know. It's not like a laugh a minute. On the other hand, Jimmy's been so good at playing with and off celebrities, and it's a room that loves celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like they'll think he's an outsider.
Right.
It'll be good. It'll be a nice test for him.
It's gonna be good.
And and he's got a kid coming too.
February 26th. Oh yeah, the kids in April. Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
A lot going on.
We're doing a bachelor special when we get back from break.
Bachelor special.
Yeah.
They upped the minorities this year.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. The four black contestants this year.
And they're still around.
Our Gonzaga scenario might happen this year. The Final Four. That should be a sports book.
Good. Let's see.
Sportsbook should add that.
Why don't they do that? You can bet on Dancing with the Stars.
Will we finally have a black bachelor contestant make the Final Four? They've had that show 30 times. No, it's been all white Final Fours or like maybe like Asian or
a little Latino
or something, but never black.
Right.
Never happened.
I like how you're thinking, Bill.
All right. What do you got to plug?
Cousin Sal, sure thing. Check on us Friday at noon Eastern. I was 2-1 yesterday, 6-3 over the last 3 weeks. I'm in a groove. Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight, Jennifer Lawrence, Phantogram on the outdoor stage. Later in the week, David Spade, Metallica, and Blake Shelton. And I'm at the Cousin Sal on Twitter. That's it.
I have a prediction that Jennifer Lawrence, Chris Pratt movie, I could see you crying at that movie after a terrible Cowboys playoff loss. Yeah.
Just tell me when to watch it.
It feels like Blood Diamond 2. Is this the 10-year anniversary of Blood Diamond?
We should have a little party. Let's have a party.
Was that January 07?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, wow. We should.
Let's do it. We'll get the Sonos hooked up.
Yeah. Thanks to 54 Club. Go to 54club.com. Use promo code BS at sign up. You'll get 40% off your first month worth of 54 package plus Mark McNary sunglasses valued at $75. Again, promo code BS for 40% off the first month plus sunglasses. Offer expires on December 31st. 54club.com. Spell it out, the 54. Thanks to Sonos, the smart speaker system that streams all your favorite music to any room or every room. Control your music with one simple app. Fill your home with pure immersive sound. Add your existing music services or discover something new. Go to Sonos.com right now. Thanks to Cousin Sal Sure Thing, which has been heating up. Thanks to SeatGeek. Thanks to TheRinger.com. Thanks to ProJam.com. Back on Wednesday with a fresh podcast and a celebrity guest you might not expect. Until then, oh yeah. Good job by you.
Good job by you, Bill.